Hey, what's going on, guys? Dr. Sean J. Harris here with Generational Wealth Academy. Listen, I want to talk about a very important subject here today. It's about protecting your brand, but more importantly, protecting your children and their brand and the image of their brand. But listen, kids are like blank canvases. Anything we say and do to them is like a swipe of a paintbrush on the canvas. A child forms their self-image between the ages of 3 and 5 years old, typically. So at 5 years old, you step back from that canvas and take a look. You're going to see either you built a Picasso or you painted a nightmare based on the things that was said, the actions taken upon that child. So as a parent of young CEOs, it's critically important that we protect them, their mindset emotionally, and just the overall dynamics of their business. So I'm going to share some information this morning. Sometimes we get messages like this where people just have the urge and the need to feel that they need to send us links or pages or articles about things that may be remotely in the vein of what the kids do, or sometimes it just really doesn't have anything to do with it, but it's just sending them something. So like with Kennedy's brand, we've had people send us baby dolls. Hey, look, somebody got a baby doll looks similar to yours. Or, hey, look, here's another kid's vitamin. With Caden getting sent, hey, here's someone who wrote a book. Here's someone who's talking about financial literacy. Well, listen, guys, when you go to the grocery store, the most saturated but not saturated aisle in a grocery store is the bread aisle. Notice when you go to your grocery store, the bread aisle goes from one end all the way to the other, from top to bottom, full of different breads. You got white bread, you got wheat bread, you got pumpernickel bread. You have so many different types of bread. But here's the deal. The wheat bread is not in competition with the white bread. The white bread isn't in competition with the pumpernickel. You go in the store to get the particular bread you want. If you want banana nut bread, that's what you're going for. So the wheat bread or the white bread or the pumpernickel bread, the rye bread, it has nothing to do with you going in to get your banana nut bread. So I'm going to share this text that was sent to Caden. And it reminds me of the Richard Williams story, if you guys seen that movie, where Richard would jump in the face of a reporter who would start trying to put negative feedback in his kids or negative thoughts or words of doubt. So when I got this message, it instantly made me think about that particular situation where it's like I have to protect what's coming in. That's why we monitor the kids' social media platforms, and any type of inquiries, they come through Tara and I first and they don't get to the kids. But I do use this to teach the kids learning lessons, points of learning. So we got this message this morning from a follower. It said, "Hey, Caden, how's it going? Have you checked out this bus?" And she gave a link to it. It said it's not geared towards younger audiences, but I wanted to make sure that you've seen this financial bus. Have a great day. Again, the person stated that this bus wasn't in the same realm of what Caden does. It's not geared towards younger kids. So why even send it is the question. So again, just what if that message went directly to Caden? Now, Caden and Kennedy are both wired quite differently. They have a enormous amount of confidence. So this wouldn't have shook them. But let's just say that it went to a kid directly and it shook their confidence. It made them question what they're doing. It made them wonder, well, should I kind of back down a little bit because there's so-called competition out there? So the response on behalf of Caden, written by his father, of course, I replied, "Great morning. No, I have not seen that bus. It is not in the same vein of what I do, nor is it important for me to keep up with any and every business that is even remotely similar to what I do. I stay focused on my mission and goal of helping 500,000 kids learn about financial literacy by what Caden does. My bus is unique and first of its kind. I'm never in competition with anyone because I'm crystal clear on my assignment." The person responded back, "Well said, staying laser focused on your mission." So again, it begs me to wonder, why even send that message? So many times I get messages, hey, look, here's another kid entrepreneur. Here's another person that's doing this. Here's another person that's homeschooled. Whatever. That has nothing to do with the price of tea in China as far as we're concerned. So I don't know what people's intentions are. If they think that it's helping somehow, which it never does, or is it like, are you trying to shake the confidence of our kids? Just makes me wonder. So, and moving forward, anyone who have information like that, if it's not going to be a value add to either of our kids' companies, that'll be information I would just kind of keep to myself and not share it to their platforms. So not just parents who have kids as business owners, but parents in general, you have to protect your kids. You have to encapsulate them with a barrier to be able to protect their mental, to be able to protect their emotion, to be able to continue harnessing and building and fertilizing their confidence. Because Kennedy and Caden are still kids. And the last thing a parent would want them to do is to have their confidence shaken. We build them by design to be successful. We build them by design to be confident in what they're doing. So that was an important word that I needed to share today. For those, I know most don't have ill intent, but for anyone who does have ill intent, be sure to know that it's not going to shake my kids by trying to introduce an outside competition source, if you will. So most importantly, make impact and make money while doing it. I'm Dr. Sean J. Harris.